Arkansas sequel. I'm praying at the steeple, I'm never going legal. Got a room where my weed grow, it's bigger than my ego. Hit me with the C-note, I'll fuck you like I'm CeeLo. Cooking in the kitchen, whipping it to Devo. Take a hit, breathe slow, re-up and reload. 99 lives, bitch, I got the G-code. Everything I touch turns to gold now. I'm the dope man, so I'm dope now. You can call me, I'm never sold out. I just need to make a meal before it goes out. Everything I touch turns to gold now. I'm the dope man, so I'm dope now. You can call me, I'm never sold out. I just need to make a meal before it goes out. I'm not lucky or blessed to put hungry to test. And every dollar I made, it needed a bulletproof vest. I just wanna know why you throwing salt in my game. Cause I ain't come from shit and I created my lane. The pain is just part of my daily success. And now I'm the plug, lock me up, I confess. I'm the Ouija board sitting on the back of the shelf. And when I turn into the goat, I sacrifice myself.
You'll be more famous dead than alive.
Everything I touch turns to gold now. I'm the dope man, so I'm dope now. You can call me, I'm never sold out. I just need to make a meal before it goes out. Everything I touch turns to gold now. I'm the dope man, so I'm dope now. You can call me, I'm never sold out. I just need to make a meal before it goes out. Everything I touch turns to gold now. I'm the dope man, so I'm dope now. You can call me, I'm never sold out. I just need to make a meal before it goes out. Everything I touch turns to gold now. I'm the dope man, so I'm dope now. You can call me, I'm never sold out. I just need to make a meal before it goes out.
Неожиданно. Два прикольных трека подряд, вау. Заебомба. Ну чё? Что я могу сказать? Понеслась, как говорится, кровяка по трубам. Или, как там говорится, я хуй знает. Короче, да. У нас сегодня цель уже закончить, я так думаю, я так понимаю. Но для начала сейчас мы пойдем сосать. Естественно. Куда же без этого. Вот, наверное, отсосем район весь неблагополучный сразу, полностью, за один заход. Докачаемся и уже до финала ёбнем. Ну, плюс 1000, наверное, 5 крови. Надо будет оставить. Ну, 3-5, не знаю сколько. Вот, чтобы потом можно было впитать. Обратить, короче, нашего доктора. Сейчас, понимаете, черти его покоцали. Загрузка. Обычно чуть быстрее было. Ладно. Так, где меня засейвило? Понял. Мне туда. Где поебашим сосать доки? Так, прямо, налево. Да. Здесь направо. И прямо. Естественно, вы все на меня сагритесь. Как же, блять, иначе, сука. До свидания. У меня 5-й ранг. Ну ладно. Вроде на какой-то хуй мне это надо было.
Keep an eye out for this guard.
Пойдем со мной, мой дорогой друг. Камеру нельзя спереди сделать.
My sweet queen, who will protect you from yourself? Will you cry for me?
Чё нахуй? Топор, охуеть. Остан не накидывай, там говно. Да, он кровотичный.
Yeah. Have you called? What?
Ой, это я. Пойдем. Теперь я уже выхожу на плохую концовку явно. Я не собираюсь под свистом пытаться проходить.
You tricked me good, Doctor. Tell me, who will take the blame for your murders now that I'm dead?
Вы теперь будете скидывать свои приколы? Да, в принципе, похер на кого. На район-то все равно уже пизда. Здесь можно следить. Уже нельзя.
So what they said about me was true. I really was Rufus the Curse, destined to suffer until I die.
Железный ключ. Тут уже явно никого не будет. Ну, сейчас действие там. Лапка.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
Of course.
You're
All night. You told me.
what?
No.
Did-
В принципе, похер. А могу прям тут ее объять, окей.
Should I have turned my Seymour in? Was my crime to love my son?
А, серьезно, сразу открыл тот ящик, который был закрыт? Really? Тут, скорее всего, некого высасывать. Да, скорее всего, некого высасывать. Ну, почти. Ладно, справедливо. Я же просто физом домучу. критичный. Бабка. Мне к этой бабке. Вообще левел 1. К этой бабке. Типа заперлась там и все. С этой стороны, скорее всего. Да.
Show me.
Полезно у тебя нихера. Окей. Ладно, может с ним поболтать можно, конечно.
Let I'm. What?
Not.
Да, можно.
What?
Not. Jack.
Huh?
Jack.
Tups.
Что там бабка? О, 750, а не 600.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham.
Аж на 150 больше, охуеть не встать. Так, бабка. Я потыкаю, конечно, но тут, да, тут все. Что ж, бабки, тоже минус бабка. Бабки с жопом.
Jack, my son, he got killed. I remember all my life.
Вообще ни хера не
Oh, the
помнит, типа.
joy, the love. What a life. Thank you.
Thank you? Серьезно? Окей. Наверное, что поблагодарила за это. Говорит, хорошо.
Show me.
Так. О, неплохо. Так, купить у тебя полезного ни хера нет.
Good.
Идем. Вроде я высосал весь район. Ну не весь, конечно, но большую часть. Типа этому району все равно пиздец, так или иначе. Как хоть кровь получу?
I was just pretending. I caused no harm. I could have taken good care of that old lady.
Да. Конечно, я понимаю, что я поступаю, ну так себе. Но у меня нет выбора, я не вывожу. Так, и что по итогу по району? Осталось несколько человек, в целом похуй. Чё пропал, кстати? Куда он пропал? А хуй его знает. Нет инфы. Нигде. Ну ладно. Там псина. Окей. Ну, патронов у нас достаточно много, на самом деле. 11 тысяч, это вообще приятно. Револьвер. Я не могу, жаль. Да, вредить больше нечего. Надо еще зельки создавать. А, типа все, кап. А, образцов нет. Ну все, зельки закончились. Противоядие. Чувствую, на противоядие что-то тоже надо. Но я уже все проебал. И 3000 мы оставим тогда на свонзе. Чтобы из чего вербануть. А ой. Нет новостей из стенда. Здесь все, блядь, позаражались, понятно. Короче, настолько, сука, враждебная. Выбираться из доков. Стражу пиздятся. Ебать. Ладно, он сдох от парирования. Так, мне сюда под мост и налево. Ебать.
This is my dream. Vampires are so weak.
Окей. Что-то еще наша возлюбленная хотела сказать. Сейчас как она отреагирует на этот пиздец, который я намутил. Вообще как в том, что я должен Свонзи спасать так-то. Ну да ладно, я еще на секунду. А где? Во втором.
Elizabeth,
Oh, Jonathan. I went to the docks.
Indeed, we stand upon the precipice.
No.
Your friend, the well-informed old Bridget, tells me the Guard of Prewan has assaulted Pembroke. I fear Edgar tops their bloody list.
Bridget. She is such a tragic figure. And yet, I sense deep inside, she has a delicate, fragile soul.
What are you hiding? You went to the sewers. Did you speak with Harriet Jones?
Indeed, Jonathan. I seek the truth, just as you do.
I was concerned for your safety. McCullum draws too close to you for my comfort.
Fear not. I've evaded the hunters for many a year, and I intend to stay far from their gases, flames, and spikes. Now, speak to me of Dawson.
Aloysius Dawson is no more. I took care of him.
I imagine the Lord Redgrave with spitting teeth.
Ascalon has defrocked me and threatens to hound me from the city. This was, no doubt, inevitable.
You did what you thought was right at the time. One can ask no more. The important task now at hand is to help poor Edgar.
Now I am assured of your safety. That is precisely my intention.
Good. Now go, my dear, and return with good news with the greatest haste.
Андеркек. Да, вот скали и проповедники. Чувствую тоже присутствие. По поводу теневой завесы там будет запомнить. Надо будет запомнить. Так, как мы пойдем? Пойдем направо. Я просто отсосу его. Все, я доволен. Ну да, не сюда и налево. Кстати, еще что по районам? Тяжелая, стабильная, здоровая. В идеале в Астен завернуть было бы сейчас. Да ладно.
Stay back! There's one of them! Watch yourselves! Want some of that?
Good.
Вот он.
Why?
Ты же запчастями торгуешь, да? Да. Второй я тебя, в принципе, прикуплю. А, мне хватает на улучшение ствола. Заебись. Пойдем лучше. И наверх. Так. 5 станлоком. Либо скорость стрельбы. Скорость стрельбы похер. Станлок. На дальней дистанции. Все на то. То есть я улучшил все, что я юзаю. Неплохо.
It's locked, all right.
Надо этих троих убить, чтобы забрать. Понятно. Ну что, поехали. Пизда мне.
Come on, Reed. Try something else. Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. Your poisonous bite is useless on me. Defender of this land will protect me.
Я не ожидал такой атаки. Окей. Скоро вы поймете, убить вампира непросто. По сути, вы бессмертны. Блять, я бессмертен, да, нахуй. Мне вспомнить с минимальной кровью, почему?
Come on, Reed. Try something else. Free wind prevails! Your poisonous bite is useless on me. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. Show some style. Fight like a man. Come on, Reed. If you're so innocent, why does... I know! It hurts, doesn't it? We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate.
Ты тупой.
We do not compromise.
Это не
There is
компромисс.
no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Prepare yourself, Hunter. You're about to be hunted, just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed my poor man goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now
Oh, fuck.
I do. Consider this
Ебать, у меня глаза тут
my
светятся.
kiss of Judas. Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
Ебать. Как же это было красиво сейчас. Это было охуенно. Значит, 3500 опыта, заебись. А, Свонзи аж там, блять. Понятно. На Свонзи 3500, я надеюсь, хватит. Вот. Единственное, что я бы докрафтил, но у меня образцов нет. Ладно. Давай, наверное, справа по дороге обойдем это. Это будет подольше, на обратном пути я смогу зайти к этой нашей мадам, если что. Лорд Хаммерсли. Можно хватит меня кастовать и начать кастовать в этого бомжа? Чего добраться до театра? А хули он в театре делает? Ладно, не зря я тут пошел обходить, короче. Чё? Ну, спасать Свонзи.
So Prewen never left Doris's theatre after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Это в подвале, да? Нахуй я по нему-то ультанул. немножко плохо. Вот. Я подожду, когда ульты. Подождал. Это нельзя разрушить. Ультуем. С крестом уже разберемся так.
I cannot enter.
Заперто, понятно. Смотрите, где-то внизу. Отчет. Так, чудовище уничтожу сам. С Уильямом Маршалом. Ага. Вставали, допросили. Так, я стражника смог найти мерзость. Будем чаще достижением. Маршал сделал вам то же самое. Ага. Нихуя непонятно.
Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Нихуя непонятно, но очень интересно. Будет интересно, если наш дорогой доктор изначально все планировал. Но так, а не иначе. Пердеть. Не перди.
It's locked, all right. It's blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Okay. Look.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy.
Филой.
Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter at my hospital.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Что-то не верю.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and
Где-то я уже слышал это.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum?
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theatre. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. and rabies is not the devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet.
Ебать ты
There was no
умный!
evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my
You
research.
used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Ебать.
Dare you judge me? Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know I'm a monster.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Ебать. Харизматичный сукин сын, что ты со мной делаешь, а? Бля. Уже охуенно доктор Рид выглядит. Прям пиздец.
At a more convenient time. So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Ну пиздец, конечно.
I'll take it. Over there! There's one of them vermin! Back in the grave, you!
Приперся такой. Интересно. Я, конечно, ожидал закрученность сюжета. Ну ебать. Настолько? Не знаю, крайне интересно пока что все складывается, скажем так. Мышка отдай. Вот и точнее.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it,
Охуенно
my dear?
долгая история.
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Еще и картина такая интересная, блядь. Все съебалось. Чё мы так не можем? Ой, бля. Короче, надо выебать Редгрейва. Надо Макалума спиздить. Плягу. И в Марк вернуться. Пиздец. Не, ну пошли сначала Редгрейва выебем. А там уж как пойдет. Смотрим, что с Макалумом еще стало. А, ну хуй с ним, с Макалумом, это понятно, что с ним. А, вампир, блядь. Инсулин, мне кажется, выглядит самым простым, но я чувствую, там жопа будет какая-то. В виде Эдгара Мэйби или что-нибудь такое, блядь, не знаю.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster.
I'll kill you!
I think I know where to find what I need.
Макс, пока я тут.
Do you...
Похилю кого могу. Кого увижу.
Good evening, old chap. Do you need... What? You... Good evening. Your mother...
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same...
It's...
I
doesn't...
know.
Your...
What? In...
Do you live...
I...
Did...
The...
What...
I...
Is...
Too...
You... What...
Well... All... Rip...
Ex...
Recent... Your...
Does... Perhaps it's wise for a...
That
Your...
It
Your...
is... That...
Be careful.
Блять, я ее так и не похилил.
Good...
5000 за нее. Заявись, мне, кстати, сюда.
Good evening, Mr.
Good.
Do you need...
Sir, you are not welcome.
Сюда, блядь, тэпнулась. Я сюда только сначала с ними помогу девчонкам. Потом могу. Пока еще не начал пиздиться с Редгрейвом.
Can I...
Окей. Я так понимаю, Харит будет 50 левел. А у меня еле 30-й, пизда там. Еле как 30-й, заебись. Клуб Эскалон.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Ебать, это было неожиданно. Да. Парировать я не умею. Но я что-то не ожидал здесь атаки, на самом деле. Я думал, тут чисто один Редгрейв будет. Ладно. Куда он вообще, блядь, высрался?
This is now my domain, young Ekon.
Какого хуя? Он вот такая проблема, сука. Ладно. Ладно. Предположим. Если попробую просто пробежать. Как всегда сдохла. Шо нахуй? Значит, я встанем, мразь. Пойдем сложный, пиздец, какого хуя? Ладно, допустим. Все, я здесь наконец-то, блядь. А, он, вон он, блядь.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Stop this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed.
Серьезно? Так легко?
It's locked.
Окей. Окей. Столько легко отдал кровь. Ладно, странно. Вроде целая реликвия же для него. Вся хуйня. Типа. Его создателя. У него столько слабая кровь, что он может создавать только скалей. Так. Ща, минутку. Искал. Так, куда нам там дальше-то, блять? Вот сюда. Потом в морг. Так, пойдем. Тупую. Пожалуй, в тупую. О, этих можно еще захилить.
I may.
Да, вроде ничего полезного. И параболон тоже, правда, его не использую. Мы зайдем, из дома выйдем тогда.
Such an evil thing. Yes, I... Who could have done such an evil thing? Poor Miss Reed.
Ёб твою мать, хватит кнопки залипать, заебал. Сука. Нихуя нет. На стамину вообще не использую даже. Давай хоть поставлю, что ли, стамину сюда. Первую. Все, спать я не буду. Спать сейчас не стоит. Давай. Угу. Что здесь? Пойду по краю. Фамилия. Не туда. По корям.
See how he dressed? Looks like an aristocrat. Stay back, please. Look at him! Vicious fucker! Lead spotted! What? Down, boys!
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
Нихуя себе. А, Макалум. А, Макалуму надо помочь.
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet...
Я хотел бы понятно, слился.
But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city.
Короче, с помощью попиздеть, в принципе, справляемся.
Thank you.
Indeed.
How are you adapting?
I feel so powerful it gives me shivers. I could be the greatest vampire hunter ever. Your worst nightmare in truth.
Will you hunt me down?
You're a vicious beast, Reed. Perhaps the city needs you at this time. But I shall not forget what you did.
Fair.
Do not stray.
Прощай, потомок, блять. О, макивка. Мартин какой-то. Еще могилка. Сабрина. Том Уотс. А хуй знает, кто это люди, кто эти люди, я их просто высосал. Подожди.
No,
I
what?
you could. You.
I think you're right.
Thank you.
Maybe I.
Good.
155 опыта, серьезно. Еще так много. Ну, кстати, кладбище чистое. Фактически. И остается только больница. Блять, не туда. А куда? А не туда вообще. Чувак, отойди. Где выход, сука?
Over there! There's one of them steady boys. We've got one of them. This one's mine.
Давайте сюда. Да, сюда.
Away with you!
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Drug storage. Наркосклад, блять. Блин, там скаль забыл. Жирные, живучие чилики, пиздец. Это выход, это нет. Мне сюда не надо. И тут, конечно, охотников, пиздец. Сверху еще снизу дохуя. Я вроде как наверх. Вот сюда, типа. Не прям сюда, конечно. Куда-то наверх. А, скаль еще выше. Это надо идти за мной. Хорошо.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Готово. Пули. Это было легко. Закайчено. Натравил одних на других и съебался. Красиво, красиво. Мудро, мудро. Хули еще надо. Понял. Иди я нахуй, вон туда мне. Даже ради интереса я хочу сходить на место побоища. Только не буду крафтить. Я наверх поднимусь, посмотрю, может там что-то осталось после этого чела. Может просто закрыли и все. Схалтурили. Ну, не закрыли, но здесь, скорее всего, закрыто, да? Нет. Там наверху, значит, дверь закрыта. На арену. Не, нихуя серьезно. Вон что есть.
It's locked.
Что-то вроде есть, но нихуя нет, как будто бы. Ну да, нихуя нет, короче, понятно. Один залоченный ящик и все. Обидно. Обидно. Игра что, сдохла, что ли? Ну, блять, походу она сдохла. Заебись. Просто выключу, ладно. Просто выключу. Ничего. На самом деле не думал, что я настолько быстро игру пройду сегодня. Ну, что ж, все же. Даже учитывая перезагрузку. Даже учитывая перезагрузку. В принципе, все получилось достаточно быстро.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the
Два спуска. Ну, походу, я через Вестенд иду. — 500 опыта. Ну, хуй с ним, 2500 я уже оставлю. Да, блять. Лорд Хаммерсли, какого хуя? Вольный вурдалак? Ладно, сделаем по-другому. Да. Спасибо за моба босса. Придется обходить. Не хочу с ним пиздиться.
How dare you interfere with my hunt?
Пошел нахуй. Сюда.
Stupid fucking beast!
И стрелять мирно заденете. Надо, наверное, докачаться. Да уже похуй.
It's locked, all right.
Вот кто ожидал, что бабка будет главной проблемой нашей? Враждебная, понял. Типа, кто ожидал, что бабка будет реально нашей проблемой главной? Пиздец. Ебучая бабка.
I cannot enter.
Туда. Я карту такую вообще не помню. Здесь просто лут был. Значит, вниз. Вниз, условно, в ту в левую дверь мы не можем, значит, куда? Правильно, нахуй. А куда? Сюда. Да, сюда.
Where is old Bridget? Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
Кто? Что-то куда-то не туда пошел, мне кажется. Тех хули опять надо.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Понятно.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
Интересненько.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Why?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the...
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the...
A disaster is pure anger.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less...
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
О, шорткат, ебать. Еба. О, начнется пиздец сейчас.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature? I was a good mother.
Что ж.
They took my daughter from me.
Понимаю, первая фаза это еще не все далеко. Сука, у меня дробовик. Ебать, она сносит! Ебать, она сносит! Ебать, она сносит! Понял, 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 пиздец. Это явно только первая фаза.
They took my daughter from me!
Даже так. Здесь к ней вообще нельзя подходить. Не, ну похер в целом, кайтите и поебать. Кайтили дочь, кайтить будем, мать походу. Таким же макаром.
I was a good mother.
Понял?
Nobody ever helped me. I've been alone all my
Наверное, револьвер лучше оставлю на потом. Дробовик тоже. Подходить я лучше не буду. Типа она очевидно сейчас станет омега-боссом. Я надеюсь, Михарит сейчас не надо заново убивать. Вот это просто будет слишком очень затратно по времени, блядь, немножко. Вы издеваетесь, блядь? Пиздец, нахуй, идите, а. Сука. Ну, блядь, ну какая нахуй харет?
Nobody ever helped me. I've been alone all my life. You wished I was dead, didn't you? I was a good mother.
Там, блядь, высосет из меня сейчас всю кровь, надо дохилиться. Хули это стоит? То есть я могу с нее кровь сосать? А можно убить или нет? Они сами срываются. Окей, опять в нее надо доджить это. Да. Слушай, я походу накаркал. Ай, бля. Ладно, я сейчас. Мне нужна моральная поддержка с этой хуйней. Потому что я охуею сейчас сосать. Потому что это пиздец. Здесь, парень, вообще нельзя наступать. Наступишь, сдохнешь. Ебать, оно выжигает, пиздос. Не, у меня всегда есть вариант сейчас съебаться отсюда, пойти поспать и высосать еще райончик. Конечно. Ну да ладно. Стюри до глаза поменялись опять. Черно-красные.
Nobody ever helped me. I've been alone all my life.
Чихать начала, блять, вовремя. Сука, блядь, почему так быстро это выжигает мне ебало, сука, нахуй. Походу стоит еще пару человек отсосать. Либо просто весь следующий стрим проебать на вот эту шлюху. К нему пошли 2500 потратим. Похер. Блять, не туда. Туда. Куда нахуй? Сюда? Да, походу сюда. Да. Не, ну это пиздец, кто-то королева крови. Не, было ожидаемо, что двойной босс, но чтобы, блядь, второй босс был вот такой пиздец, это пиздец. Ой, фу. Все-таки не починил нихуя есть парик, все еще говно выдает. Тебе как повезет. Дворецкого 3000 опыта. 2500, ушел, блядь, всосать. Да, крафтить что-то бессмысленно. Улучшать тоже что-то бессмысленно. Хотя... Может быть. Вообще мне всего хватает. Давай вкачаем. Не будет станлока, но зато будет кровь. Ну да. Чтобы ничего больше не остается, окей. Что ли вкачать на 3 попадания? Или отхил? Отхил стоит, наверное. Стоимость резко возрастает. Но выхиливать лучше. Почему тут 15, 30, 35, блять, 50? Типа тут по 15 прибавляется, тут 5 нахуй. Какой смысл так качать? Типа по боссу физа проходит хорошо. Эта штука кровь высасывает. Это штука оглушения. Оглушение мне на босса вообще нахер не надо. Можем перекачаться. Но Харриет я без бездны долго убивать буду. Можно когти реально взять так-то. Но я столько 3000. Да, бесполезно. Самое выгодное с хп взять. Давай. Какую-нибудь тут эту штуку на сдачу. Ладно. Я не знаю просто, что делать тут. Похер. Типа заболели. Алло, блядь. Дороти, лечи их. А, тут много выздоровел. Я вроде стольким я не давал хила. Ой. Прикольно. Возвращать нас на специально, тем не менее, кто-то знаком с пациентом не хочет, что среди них. Понятно. То есть под больницей митинг какой-то типа, да? Да нет. 6,47 патронов дробовика. Окей. Я чувствую, я сегодня сдохну. То есть пройти это. Скорее всего, сегодня сдохну, пытаюсь пройти это, блядь. Я заполнил плюс-минус проход. Ну, только отсюда мог прийти. Есть мышка. Мышка это хорошо, мышка это в тему. Кстати. Ну, сейчас выселиться с него. Спокойно ультой добрать. Вы хирусы проверяйте. Ну да. Я пытаюсь просто привыкнуть к этой косе. Хуй меня на входе заспавнил. Ну, сейчас попробуем провернуть кое-что. Я сейчас зайду на босса и засейвлюсь.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
They took my daughter.
Так, засейвлюсь. Я в главное меню и заново в игру зайду. Может быть, меня заспавнит перед входом. Ну... Канализация, блять, понятно. Какого хера? Да Харри постоянно так ебашить. Может быть, тут что-то есть? Нет. Что-то как-то здесь куда-то пройти, блядь. Что меня здесь засейвило? Я не знаю.
Time to put an end to this. I have this thirst for blood.
They took my daughter from me. You wished I was dead, didn't you?
Естественно, желтая смерти, блядь. Как ты смеешь в этом сомневаться? Сука, еще и вспомнить, поди опять в сраке, да? Перед боссом. Угу. И нихуя нет.
This is despicable.
Тут две мышки.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Тут две мышки было все. Где-то еще мышка я слышу. Ладно.
Nobody ever helped me. I've been alone.
Она дура, и она сгорела, блядь, успокойся. Серьезно, ты решила прочихаться прямо передо мной? То есть эта мразота еще и взрывается?
are you all going to suffer now? Such innocence, such guilt. Feed your mother, child.
У нее это работает, серьезно, блядь. 1100. Ебать у тебя хп, мать.
Eat, for this is my body.
Если я просто буду бегать, давайте посмотрим, что будет. Слово не должно меня доставать чем-то.
Feed your mother, child.
Блядь, звучит как план.
Eat, for this is my body.
Отъебитесь. Я вас не знаю, мадам.
Such innocence, such guilt.
Ее, очевидно, нельзя парировать. Сука, я тупой. Все, я пошел.
Feed your mother, child.
Извините, мадам, я вас не знаю, до свидания. Я уж лучше хилочкой похилюсь.
For this is my body.
Нахуй надо. Нахуй, 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 нахуй.
Such innocence, such guilt.
Кто? Я стример. Вообще я вампур. Вообще здорово. Добро пожаловать, ёпт. Куда? Ульт. А, вторая фаза? Да, вторая фаза. Пизда мне. Поди зон атаки появились, да, мать? Да, пизда. Ближку с тобой вообще нельзя теперь пиздиться, да? Да. Ну и побежали, значит, дальше, сука. Не, я ебал. Такой, конечно, босс конченый, пиздец. Так. Топ еще до когда шлось. Где по еще ульты 2, наверное. Я ее убью. 3. Блять, она взлетела. Это плохо. До свидания. Ладно, не стоит. Это плохая идея. Не, надо больше будет ультов. 2 ульта и еще потыкать. Я, сука, сбить не могу. Не-не-не-не-не-не, не хочу умирать сейчас. Идите нахуй. Хилок нет. Слабую хилку хотя бы. Мало. Ладно, 30 секунд ульта. Ну да, от этого я могу даже не дочить. А это ее хилит, я понял. Все-таки. Я надеялся, что это ее не хилит, но это, сука, ее хилит.
For this is my body. Give me more! They are so young, so tasty!
Залетело. Не смогу ничем точить вот так. Что нахуй боюсь. Поэтому я ее и боюсь, блять. Что-то пиздобольное. Сколько я сниму? Да. Это надо больше, чем одна ульта. А еще я кровь не остакал. Пожалуйста.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Ебануться.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered. with all the other sewer skulls?
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient, malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Это еще не финал? Или финал? Или нет? Походу нет. На движке игры эта тема. Ну, это уже почти финал.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Что тебе надо?
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
What does she...
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it.
Подожди, что там было?
No.
What?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath no...
Why did Harriet...
You are the doctor. You hold...
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be...
This is not over.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you?
Не понял.
Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose.
Speak clearly, then. And answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed.
It's locked, all right. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Ну-ка. Минутку. Пушки.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here still.
Дорожайшая леди Эсбери. Я задаю написание письма за хорошей новостью. Могу дождаться встречи с вами. Здесь прекрасен, бла-бла-бла. На все без сомнения появился так.
Somewhere. This castle is falling apart.
1888, ебать. Наебать старая, я так понимаю. 1600. Ну это ладно, это ее там мать, не мать.
Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside.
Думаешь, Элизабет в крипте? Это все возможно.
That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Гигантский камин. О, Ван Гог. Мило. У нас было несколько вариантов путей. Вот и крипто, судя по всему, нет? Нет.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
Меч и щит. Интересно. седьмой. МакАлистер. Переправляется в замок в понедельник и решить работу над криптой. Все планы утверждения еще будут наблюдать за установкой замков. Как вы указали, что также за что я сказал себе, когда ходил на крипту и на верхний этаж замка. Ага. На верхний этаж замка. Это, наверное, может быть подсказкой? Чё, блядь? Ладно.
This painting looks suspicious. sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Интересно. Старое письмо. Не, ну меч и... А, луна, а там щит был.
I have this thirst for blood.
Луна и меч. Третик.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking. One last switch, and... voila.
Ебать, я умный. Еще глубже.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No, never.
Oh.
You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England.
Wow.
The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
The city has suffered, but it will prevail in the end.
A more cynical analysis would be that this is an acceptable catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation, and the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then?
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Who are you? really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatened.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen? What of her?
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of...
Why?
I don't want...
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
You met her?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Реальные вампиры, а не мы.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Скорее всего, именно нормальные вампиры, а не мы так выглядят.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
When was
it? Was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
Против Испании. Ты 1654-66. Ты ёб твою мать. 1657, короче, пиздец.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it.
Нет, не надо в огонь.
The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
Ну, я понял, это плохая концовка.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore. I've learned so much. Done so much.
I see. So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell, my love.
Farewell.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing. You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Дико меня сейчас флешбеки летят к рассказчику из Darkest Dungeon. Я даже не знаю, что и сказать тут, на самом деле. Крайне интересный проект, скажем так. Что сказать? Да не знаю, раньше что сказать. Хотя вышло, я так понимаю, все-таки неплохую концовку, к сожалению, но не вы. Это достаточно интересно. Все равно. Вот. Но, блин, то, что Элизабет будет менять свое отношение ко мне из-за того, сколько районов, блядь, осталось живо и сколько людей осталось от меня живо. Что такое? Хотя, возможно, умирает именно финал другой. То, что доктор Рид ударился в кровососничество, это плохо, обидно. Если честно, тут я такого от него не ожидал. Потому что всегда он был достаточно логичным и правильным человеком. Ну, не считая вот этих моментов, когда я высосал нахуй район. Вот, в общем, да. Единственное, что меня расстроило, это картонность хлебальников в некоторых моментах. Вот. Но на самом деле сложность вполне себе, то есть ты должен ловить каждый тайминг, от каждой атаки уклоняться. Не уклоняешься от атаки, получаешь половину ебала. Минус. И это, мне кажется, правильно вполне. То есть это нормальная сложность. Так что, да. Не знаю, что еще на самом деле здесь сказать. Музыка прикольная. Единственное, что, конечно, я бы заебался читать каждый диалог каждого персонажа, чтобы максимально там все вот это выжить, не выжить и так далее, блять, это слишком тушно. Но в целом игра стоит того, игра стоит свеч. Даже не на максималке, а хотя бы там на минималке на той же. Но пройти, мне кажется, стоит. Так что да. Оценку оставить, мне кажется, бессмысленно. Да. Хороший проект. Типа... Я на самом деле... Ну, условные те же 9, наверное, из 10, 8. 8,5 хуй с ним. Типа, за картонность лиц и общую дрочь с слежкой за районами. Это... Я понимаю, типа, я в море к этому привык, но, бля, все равно такое. Ладно. На сегодня все. В таком случае. Всем спасибо и до связи.